Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go down to the community question now. Let me exit this real quick. Save. And last week we had Kevin ask the question, which was, "What was your favorite soundtrack in any video game or franchise that you could just listen to over and over and over again?" Since this is your question, Kevin, you want to go first?
Of course. Very simple, basic as hell. It's in my bones. The Tekken 7 soundtrack has beautiful music that I can listen to over and over again.
Seven.
Es- Especially Heat Haze. I mean Heat Shadow. Heat Hazard Shadow is by far one of the most like very I would say loud and like fast song. So it's like it usually puts me in the mood. Usually when I play people in Tekken, I'm gonna take my shot later. I only had like 5 shots. I only had like 5 shots. Just yeah. So the next one I'm gonna take them. But I usually when I play with that song, I never lose a round.
Mm.
Like it's a bread and butter song. I love that, and yeah,
Usually, when you
yeah,
listen to that, you never. So
never
almost always you
win.
win.
Yeah, that's
Almost always.
no, always when
There we go.
I always win that song,
It's like
bro.
sometimes 100% of the time it
Nah,
works.
yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's like I have to get the tingles. I have to get that Super Saiyan tingle, and then it plays out the way I want it to play out.
You need that
Mm.
Yeah,
tingle in your back.
yeah. It's
You
that
gotta have
one.
those midichlorians flowing through you.
Shut the fuck up. No. No, it's that soundtrack, and believe it or not, the House of the Dead 2 soundtrack.
Oh wait, we got
House of
two
the
options.
Dead. Okay.
Yeah,
I
House of
only
the Dead
have the
2.
one. If you got two, we got time. That's fine. That's
Mhm,
interesting.
yeah.
Danny, soundtrack.
While Danny goes
Uh,
and says his, I'm gonna go get a glass because I'm gonna immediately mention something. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts. Go ahead, Danny.
I think um, similar where I hear that. Final Fantasy for me. I mean, um, when you play that remake, they left most of the original music alone, and every time, it just startled my eyes like, oh my god, this song is good. Sephiroth, everything, you know, trademarks. I love that. That question is also a little weird for me because I don't actually. I like the music in games, but I can
Mhm,
never just listen to any song, period, in the game,
Like
period,
outside of
and
the game.
unless outside the game.
Yeah.
It's like I
mhm,
would never just throw on a soundtrack. There's not a single soundtrack that I would do that for. But
mhm.
I know people tend to like they love anime music or anime intros. Right? Oh, that's my favorite intro. That's the best.
Looking at you, Kevin.
Yeah,
What
and
do you
I
mean?
know a lot of people who do that, and it's fine. It is just like up to you. But that's the like me personally. I can never at all. But intros actually really annoy me. Never watch
Hey,
intros.
hey, Dan, can I tell you something funny? Can I tell
What's
you
up
why I watch animes? Based on the
for the
intro. If I like
intros?
the intro, if the intro's whack, I don't watch the anime.
Only time I ever watch an intro, I always watch an intro once every new season, and only
Hmm.
to see if they're gonna have any interesting fight
Hmm.
or things like that, like concepts. Usually they'll show whoever the
Hmm.
main antagonist and go
Yep.
back at each other. That's it.
Yep.
To see what they can do. That's
So
the only thing
Danny,
I watch them. Other
uh,
one was Halo. Loved
oh
the Halo
Halo,
song.
yeah,
Yeah.
The, the,
Nice.
that one. Oh, it's just the
it's
best fucking
iconic.
song.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
super iconic.
What the
It's
fuck is the
kind
name
of
of
cool,
that
gets
song
you
though?
pumped and hyped up.
The when the
When you
violins
play the
kick
game.
in.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
yeah.
That
And
shit was
they
on
redid it
Guitar
and like this.
Hero.
Yeah, and you play like, oh, this is fucking, this is awesome. This is hardcore, and
Yeah, yeah.
like that.
I was gonna tell Danny, funny when me, Randy, and Kevin when we first met, we started hanging out like drinking like pretty much like 1 day out of the weekend every week. I knew that these guys were gonna be my friends because I remember this one time we were walking to Randy to one of the bars that he goes to often, and we're
When
walking
went
down
to
there.
because it's closed now.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised, but we were just naming a bunch of like favorite animes and favorite intro themes to animes, and we all started singing the intro from Bleach, one of the intros from Bleach.
Oh my god.
And we
I
knew
remember
the
that.
words, the Japanese words for it. We knew it, and I was just like, I could fuck with these guys. Like that was the day where I was just like, yeah, this is my circle here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a funny thing that happened when
Oh,
we started
so
hanging out.
so I just found out the name of what it's called. It's called Opening Suit. I didn't even know the name of it.
Opening
For
Yeah,
suit?
it's
Halo? For Halo?
opening. Yes, for Halo, Opening Suit. Like I got you guys right now. Hold on.
Mm,
I just
you
no.
gonna
I'm
play
gonna
it?
go back.
Wait. Will we get hit with like a
Yeah,
fucking
No, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no,
DMCA?
no. I'm just showing you the. It's literally this right here. I wanted to show you the image of Opening Suit. See, I wasn't gonna hit you with the music. I know about that.
I don't see anything.
You
Don't
know,
see
Oh,
it?
there you go. There you go.
I clicked it. There we
Yeah.
go.
So it's right here. See, Opening Suit. What is the name of the iconic Halo theme? It appears that the theme of on YouTube. It's OSST is called Opening Suit.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
Yeah.
weird ass thing for that. Just like
Well,
that.
so I'm gonna say mine just because it's pretty much almost the same as Danny. Because me specifically is Final Fantasy VII, which I know Danny meant that anyways because he mentioned like Sephiroth, like fucking it's
Oh, that's what
Sephiroth,
I
man.
meant. I
Yeah,
said Final Fantasy. I meant seven.
the,
Sorry.
like the Sephiroth
I actually
theme
have no idea
song.
of any other music
What One
names
Winged
for Final
Angel?
Fantasies.
One Winged Angel. Everybody
Yeah,
knows
One
the
Winged
One
Angel.
Winged
Yeah.
Angel. Everyone knows that.
Not the
Or
battle theme.
Fanfare.
well, that's the thing too. That's the thing too. Like the orchestra for Sephiroth was what we're gonna mention, but also the battle theme, like from like the second boss and on, like that Airbuster robot, like that was my favorite boss battle theme. Yeah, like Danny mentioned, also the fanfare. Everybody knows the iconic fanfare, even though it was used in previous games before. Seven was the one that made it iconic, and that's maybe my opinion, but that is the moment where it was an iconic. Everybody has it as a ringtone or like a message thing or whatever notifications. Like it's just
Specifically the one from Seven.
yeah. Yeah, specifically Seven. Also like a Chocobo theme song. Like I just love it. It's fun. It's cute. It's like everybody knows that thing. Golden Saucer, Cosmo Canyon, the Genova
Oh,
theme song. Like those are
this
those are great. And
first,
I
I
All
got
right, so we
I
spitting
gotta
out
throw
all
Persona.
these.
Gotta throw the Persona song.
the what?
The cow.
Oh,
Persona.
Persona.
Remember?
Yeah, the first
The version
Persona.
of Tori,
That
the
soundtrack was
cow,
actually pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Tori,
Yo, I was believe it or not yesterday, right? Well, 2 days ago, I was like, yo, I want to just play Persona 1. And he was like,
Yeah.
why? Did you not hear that opening music for the I was like, I'm getting the game. So
The
I
theme
ordered the game and
song,
yeah.
the
Oh
theme
my god,
song for when
amazing.
you go into the grocery store. Do you know what Danny's talking about? That shit is hilarious.
Wait, which one? In Persona 1?
In Persona
Yeah.
1, yeah.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
played. I
Check
have the game. I have the game. I'm
okay.
gonna play
It's
it.
so fucking
Yeah,
weird.
check it out. It's funny. It's like upbeat and kind of silly and it's funny.
Oh,
But yeah,
oh, so
back
everybody.
with Final Fantasy VII. What was I gonna say? I have a playlist on Spotify if anyone wants to listen to it. Not my own specific one, but just one that's out there of calming versions of the entire soundtrack. Like they remixed it so it's like cool, calm. It's like almost like
lo-fi.
meditation music. Yeah, really, really, really good. So I listen to that pretty often to like either like to study to, or if I'm like cleaning the house or something like that. Like I'll play it, I blast it loud and kind of just chill with it. It's really good. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII was my pick also, and I would agree with Halo as well. But I didn't pick a second soundtrack for myself. It was just Seven. That's pretty much it. But
So your second would be Halo.
I guess if Danny says it too, because he is right. Like that is pretty iconic too. Like and that's kind of like more of a pumped up type of soundtrack, and it's still iconic as well. But the only thing I remember from that game is the intro, like
No.
orchestra and like the build up to from that song.
And I remember, I think it was like the when they first announced it was gonna be a Halo 2 or Halo 3, one of them, and they had it on the stage at E3, and they had that big Halo set, and they played that new version of the song, and people were just so hyped.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Randy, so what's your pick?
So, funnily enough, I didn't expect you guys to pick anything like Final Fantasy. Well, no, fucking sober here, definitely. But one that I could have on like an actual infinite fucking loop is the Final Fantasy X battle theme. Have you played Final Fantasy X? Do you not
I
remember it?
Yeah,
have.
No.
I don't
I
have the
Oh.
music.
can't
Well,
remember it
oh,
though.
wow, you guys are missing out. That shit is like it's really fun.
Huh.
Battle theme, right?
Yeah. Just throw that bitch in the Discord chat, and then like they'll listen to it afterwards.
Oh, I was bumping that. The song that I put in Discord chat is what I've been bumping for the last like three since I got Persona is what I've been bumping.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Funny.
Um,
I have to
oh,
listen
what
to it.
is
Yeah.
it?
I remember beating that.
Oh.
But you know that's another one where we played to my concept of we're old. Like
Mhm.
we played obviously when it first came out,
Mhm.
and after we beat it, we probably never played it again. Really. At least not to beat it again anyway. Whereas
Yeah, Danny,
guys,
I think
we
you
played
beat
like a
10.
year ago.
I think you beat
Yeah,
10,
definitely.
and I kind of just didn't get that far at all. So, yeah, it didn't really stick with me that much.
Well,
And then 10-2 they were.
oh, 10-2, I'm good with
That's
that.
The
just
less
solid.
about that,
That doesn't exist to me.
yeah.
That was bad.
Can I tell you out of the tens I only played 10 too, so I feel like I'm
Oh
missing out on
god.
something.
Yeah,
Ooh,
You
yeah.
mean
Yeah, I only,
you mean
sacrilege,
the
Jesus.
You're
you mean
missing
the
out on
Charlie's
10.
Angel simulator?
yeah, and then I
Yeah.
Popstar
just
Sim.
abused the swords. I just abused the swords because it's like the most damage. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then like halfway through the
That
game, I
game,
got lost.
I
I was like,
played that game. I think it was on. What was this? Was it PS3?
I believe it was PS2.
What?
PS2. One of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know.
PS2.
I can't remember.
That 10-2 was on PlayStation 2 because
mhm.
it came out not that long after 10 came out, and I
Yeah.
was like, "The fuck is this?"
It was
It's
there.
10 too, bud.
So I I
Uh,
had it at my wife's, my girlfriend's house, and I was playing it. I ended up spilling fucking orange juice on my console.
what the fuck?
And yeah, because I had a heart fucking orange juice, and it fucked up the whole fucking PlayStation. And I ended up losing the and all the say like everything from it.
Oh,
Mm.
You know what? Yeah, sure. We'll go with the story that it was orange juice. That's why it was sticky, right? Totally. Wait, we got
Stick
you.
with
We
that.
got you. Don't
Danny
worry
got
about
excited for Final Fantasy X.
it. Joe, fucking, he's like, "Oh, Yuna." Or were you more into pain? If you were into Lulu, you were into pain, probably. There we go.
Uh,
See?
Danny's a sub.
Oh shit. But what is it? The shot that I'm gonna fucking take.
Yeah.
Kingdom
Hang on a
Hearts.
fucking second. Yes, the opening intro to Kingdom Hearts 2,
Sim-
Sanctuary.
oh, Sanctuary.
Bro.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I prefer
Fucking
simple and clean.
yes. Okay. Simple and clean is nice, but Sanctuary was just like more appealing to me because it was like dramatic while also remaining calm. Because what they use in what is it in Recoded One and even Birth by Sleep, it's like the kind of dance mix of Simple and Clean, and the original is like super calm and it's really pretty. That's the one that they use at the end of one when like Sora and Kyrie are like separating and it's like really like soft. I like that version of Simple and Clean. But no, Sanctuary like it did it for me. Every single
Okay.
time I listened to it, I got chills. To be quite honest, when I replayed two again over the quarantine, I fucking cried listening to it because the whole thing is just like I played it as a kid and it was such like a big game for me. So
How
it has like all that nostalgia to me.
I
Yeah.
wanted to ask the question. How do you feel about Face My Fears?
I got
Kingdom
Stockholm
Hearts.
into that. I didn't like it initially, but I did grow into it mainly because my nephew he likes to watch the intros, so I'll constantly put them on for him. And Face My Fears, like I liked watching the intro more than listening to the song, but
Mm.
after like listening to it for so many fucking times, I I realized it's pretty catchy, but with fitting with the visuals, I ain't listening to that one.
What the hell was it? It was that one, and then there was another song that she had, and I thought that was the
Don't think
opening, and it
twice.
was
Don't think
really
twice.
yeah. Don't think twice would have been a better opening,
Don't think twice is
but
fucking beautiful.
it's an amazing song. But yeah,
So I'm gonna take my
Wait,
shot now, guys. Cheers, fucking.
how many
Yeah.
shots is that? 9. Drink the whole bottle.
Well, so simple and clean. I liked the most because of how flexible it was when it came to, like, in the first game, it was like an upbeat, happy, like fast paced type of song in the beginning, and then I remember clearly like just how you got emotional with that one. I got emotional, with simple and clean in the ending, like
Yeah,
during
no,
the
that's
CGI
what I
ending
mean.
as
The
well. Like
ending
that
one
was
I do
good.
prefer. The
Yeah,
ending I do prefer.
the what do you call it? The ballad version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What is it? The simple and clean that they use for the Kingdom Hearts 1 intro, I prefer it in the Birth by Sleep one because it's the intro is a lot more action packed, and there's one drop in it that's like fucking amazing because it's I never shut the fuck up about this part in particular, but you see that like Terra, he's running down the hallway and he's being like pursued by darkness, but as he's running he's just like looking dead ahead. He's like, you know, hell bent on escaping the darkness, and he's not deterred by anything, right? And then the hallway flips, and on the other side, it's Ventus running away from like all the problems he's kind of being thrown into. But as he's running, seeing how he's still a child, he's like looking over his shoulder constantly because he's afraid of what's like pursuing him. So I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like this is a really good use of this song in particular.
I
But
swear, I need to come up with a podcast or like one episode dedicated just to you, so you
specifically
can
for
finally just like just let it all out and then never speak of it again.
you
I
think
went
that'll
down the
work,
rabbit hole.
but here's
I
the
went down
thing:
the rabbit
it
hole
will
of
not.
Danny, what'd you say?
I went down the rabbit hole of Kingdom Hearts, try to get into it. And funny enough, nobody talks about part three. I tried to figure out what the fuck happened in part three to get a, but nobody talks about it. People like, so they skip and go right to that
Because the thing is that
3.5 shit that just came out.
part three, it's not really that good. Like I said, the only good parts that are like the Disney ones are Monsters Inc., Toy Story. They don't really
They
pertain much
talk
to the
about the Toy
story.
Story aspect, obviously, because
Because
so
it
much
that no,
happened.
that part is so amazing.
I
Yeah,
don't.
but it's not just that. It's just that part with what's the name of that guy? Ya starts with a Y.
Yozora.
Yuzora. So the whole thing with Yuzora, they set up this fake game, this fake world, and they even
Oh,
say they
Verum Rex,
talk to
and
him.
then towards the end, yeah, yeah,
Van Ruck. They even go, "Oh, look, you look just like Yuzora from Mem, or you look just like him,
and then
or
it's like,
you
no,
walk
we
the
think that Riku
dynam."
looks like him, and yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, okay, they're obviously setting something up, and then they don't do anything with it. And then at the very end of the game, they kind of do, but it's like, oh, okay, I want more of that to me. And
yeah,
then
no,
it,
that one was pretty neat. But for Kingdom Hearts 3, nothing much really happens until the final board of the game and the DLC. The DLC did everything right. Dude, they even fucking fixed the voice acting that they had. Like,
hmm
hey, okay, so Haley Joel plays Sora, obviously, and he also plays Vanitas, who's like the one of the main antagonists in Birth by Sleep. He shows up again, and he looks like just an evil Sora, right? In base 3, he sounds like your cheesy Saturday morning cartoon version of Sora. He's like, "Ooh, I am evil. I'm darkness." And it's like, "Okay, well, sure thing,
Believe it.
Edward." Yeah, basically. But in Birth by Sleep, he sounds fucking menacing as hell. So it's like, what the fuck happened between Birth by Sleep and 3 that he lost his chops for both Sora and Vanitas? Then in Remind, the DLC, oh my god, he does his old Vanitas voice again, and that shit is amazing. His Sora
It's,
sounds so much better. Everything in Remind fixes so many things,
Kevin, I hope
but
you have something
okay.
that'll change the
doesn't make
subject.
it. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
No, that's it.
No,
Fuck
no,
it.
no, no,
Don't done
no.
with
So
it.
there's
No, 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 no,
no,
no. Don't
no,
enable
no.
me. Don't enable
It's
me.
about no, no, no.
For I will have another
It's about the
shot.
voice.
I will
No.
have another shot on
It's
an empty
about the
stomach.
voice acting. It was about the voice acting. So I'm like, you're saying in the DLC, like his voice sounds different.
Oh, dude, it sounds better. It's
Okay,
back to the gold
that,
fucking era of what it was.
that's what I wanted to ask because
Okay,
it wasn't gonna be like 3 questions. It was just the one question of
done.
if it goes back.
Done with
Speaking
Kingdom
of
So,
believe
Hearts.
anyways,
it,
so
speaking of
back to
believe it, there's
fighters.
Kevin's shirt.
So
With the shirt?
believe it,
Oh yeah, believe it.
believe
Yeah.
it. So back to fighting games. So I did this sick ass combo.
Yeah, no. All right, so because we're gonna finish up with some good times. So I really, Kevin did the community question last week, so I guess it's Randy's turn. Randy, do you have a question? Community
Greatest
question?
Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh God.
My,
Why do you
minus
do this?
2. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm torn in between two. Mm,
I mean, just save one for another time.
yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna ask one, and then I'm gonna ask the other one that I have in store after, because I feel like I might have asked it before, but I don't remember. Anyways, um, is there a game that you would want a sequel for?
So it does
Fuck
like
this fucking
as in it doesn't already have a sequel. Like
Yeah,
it's only one
whether
game.
whether it's one game or if like you just want a continuation of the series itself, like even if it's like, oh, this one already has 2 games and it doesn't have a third one, and it's just like that's where it died off. Like, would you want to see a sequel for it?
Okay, so what game would you like a sequel to?
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
basically. Whether or not it's already part of a series or whatever the case. It could be a one-off. It could be whatever. It just yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. That's actually a good one. All right. All right. So we'll just leave it at that. That will be the next community question. What game would you like a sequel to?
Do you want my satire answer?
Satire? Sure.
Too Human.
I would
Danny
actually
just
like a sequel to
exposed
that.
himself.
Wait, I wanted to.
It
I
had
wanted to-
potential. It had
I'm
potential.
so surprised you remember that game.
I played the shit out of that game, but we'll talk about that next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I wanted to
Kevin?
ask a question about this question.
Yeah.
Like, let's say the sequel for a game is already coming out. Do you want another sequel on top of that, or can you pick that game?
No,
You know
another
what I mean?
sequel on top of that. If it's already being released, then that one doesn't count because clearly it's like already going to be out.
But then how are you going to want a sequel for a game that hasn't come out yet
Hasn't
because you don't
come
know
out
what's
yet.
going to happen with that game?
I mean, if it's like if you want fucking Persona 7 and they already like announced Persona 6, then yeah, sure, whatever. But
Well,
it's
technically
not too
speaking,
conducive
they
to-
already got. Oh, sorry. Technically speaking, they already got the license from 6 to 9. So we'll see what happens.
I already
so
have
you
my
want
game.
Persona 10.
I already have my game, so I know my pick. But yeah, Too Human. Back to that now. I'm interested.
You're intrigued, aren't you?
Yeah,
You know, it
I
was supposed to be a
actually
trilogy, right?
I actually really like the story to that game, but like the combat was like, and it was
Because-
supposed to be a trilogy. Same thing with
It was supposed to be, yeah.
there was another game that was supposed to be a trilogy. I can't remember what it was.
Halo, but then they
no.
decided to tack on more fucking games.
So there was a game that was supposed to be a trilogy, and it was like some guy who was a chosen one, and he ended up having powers. And I don't know if you guys remember this. So there was a contest to this game where somebody won like $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million. I don't know what the fuck it was, and it was a promotion for the game because it was going to be a trilogy, and then they kind of scrapped the whole contest. So like somebody won and then they never got the prize money or anything like that. And like the game itself bombed and ended with a cliffhanger, which I was excited for. I can't Advent Rising.
I was gonna say, was it Advent Rising? I was
Advent
literally just
Rising.
staring at it right now.
Yes. Advent
Whoa.
Rising. That was another trilogy that bombed hard.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Tweet.
But we'll leave it at that. So I want to talk about this more, but we ain't got time.
It's okay,
So
we'll just bring it back to fucking next week in case
Yeah,
you're like we need it.
I'll keep a note on that. But thank you guys for joining us. Anybody in the chat room, anybody listening to audio, thanks for you guys for joining us. Don't forget to check out thedrunkenguardian.com for
Anybody put on the chat for the community question or no?
Oh, actually, yeah. HR Berto, he actually did mention also Randy's pick, which was Final Fantasy X. He liked the soundtrack for 10 as well. And HR Berto
Wait,
is
anything specific that he put?
let me double check to be sure.
I feel like if he was to put anything, it would be Hymn of the Faith.
Damn, it's another one I can think of, but I only like one song from it. You guys are gonna hate me. Final Fantasy 13, Blinded by the Light.
And
The Bruce Springsteen song?
Yes.
he
No
just
hesitation.
says it has some real good pieces, and as a whole, I'd be okay with it. A close second would be the Halo theme.
Gee, that's like the unanimous one.
Yeah, pretty
Opening
much.
suit is worth that.
Halo.
Everybody loves
Halo,
that
Halo,
one.
Halo. Yeah,
Classic.
that's funny.
I feel like when you
Yeah.
first start gaming, like early 2000s, you'll know the theme. You'll know the theme if you've never played the game.
And thank you guys for joining. I am your host again, Danny Martinez. We got Boneless Bones, which is another
Also, as your host,
streamer, also as the hidden host.
Hey, what's
Where can we find you?
Oh, I'm actually the host. I didn't know that. Hi, Boneless
bro,
Bones
Millie
here.
Vanilli. Come on.
You can you can find me on Boneless Bones _ TV on Twitch, and I also have a YouTube channel of the same name, just no _ TV. And I'd love to see you guys over there. Stay powerful.
Cool. Randy and Danny, we'll see you next week.
Oh, peace.
obviously.
Have a good one.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week. Check out the website. End the
Bye-bye.
stream. Bye-bye.
Nice.